Christian Styles, back for another video, and I'm here in Davie, Florida at You Pull It, I guess Pick Your Part is the new name of the company. So this is basically our junkyard. Let me see if I can get the front of the building so y'all can see where I'm at. Y'all see it, Pick Your Part. Alright, so I'm here, guys. We're gonna look for some parts for the Escalade and the Suburban, both of them, and see what we find, which should be a lot. Alright, guys. So this is it, man. It's miles and miles and miles. I know y'all can't see it, but everything is like alphabetical, and it goes by row. So basically, alphabetical and goes by manufacturer. So when you come in here, this is what you see, and you just look for your manufacturer, your vehicle, whatever, then you pull the part. Walking through all of these parts, y'all. All right, let me see here. Now this is not difficult to do. Oh, this is the GMT 900. It's completely torn to shit. So every fucking part gone. Even the seat on the ground. Tail lights are in pretty damn good shape. Except for that one. That one's like broken a little bit. So, yeah, so this is why it takes so long in here, is because you have to go through rows upon rows upon rows of vehicles. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I ain't got nothing but time. Alright, guys, first Escalade that I see, I'm gonna go ahead and look for some parts that I can pull off for mine. So the reason why they call it You Pull It is because you have to pull it off by yourself. But look at those exhausts, man. If it wasn't sitting like that, I probably would have been able to get those. The wheel is completely undone. I could take the valve stem because my 20-inch wheel needs this. So I could take the whole wheel and have them just dismantle it. That's a possibility as well. And this is a 17. What is this? Oh, this is a Michelin too. It's a 17, yeah, R17. So somebody loved this Escalade. Oh yeah, they put custom everything in here. Custom wrap their seats and everything, you see. So the seats would be really a nice thing too. They got their bows set up. Somebody just trashed the fuck out of this one. The headrests are really, really nice. They got the door panels. Oh, that's the center console. Man, if those clips weren't broken, see, look how they did this. And the headrest here is look like it's missing. I would take the headrest, to be honest. The headrest looked really good. So Swap Shop must have did this, where it used to have a TV in it, as you can see, like an iPad little setup. Third row seat. I mean, they had it wrapped. They had this motherfucker wrapped up so nice. But it doesn't have either part that I need. The bezel here, it has a sunroof. Oh, it has this. This stays up like it's supposed to. The bar is what I need. Hold on, here's another one, guys. So I'm not finding too many Escalades, I'm not gonna lie. This is only the second one I've seen. Don't really care about most of the parts on here. I'm looking for very specific things. Like this piece here, I can totally take this piece because my car is missing it. It's like the back part. I'm gonna try and see if I can find like a Suburban that matches that, but I think the Suburban has a different one. Like, it looks different than this one. See if I can get that off. And then this is your typical GMT 800 cigarette lighters, and somebody totally clapped this one out, clapped it out completely. But it also doesn't have a dash or the bezel that I'm looking for. So, but it has this, and this damage here can probably come off, and then it's gonna be wrapped anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. I found headlight replacements. So, I don't know. It's just this piece right here is, not right. See, it's supposed to look like that. That will bother me, because I don't know if I paid money and then it won't work. I don't know, but they're there, and just in case. The mod community for the GMT 800s is something out of this world. Like, who did this? This is like material. That's real leather too. Somebody spent some money. A little bit of money, or tried to anyway. Alright, so further investigation. This is completely unplugged. So the couple of issues that I'm having, the coolant issue, which is okay because I saw the jug of coolant in the back. If you go back to the pre-inspection video that came out, the coolant jug was back there. Didn't raise any red flags for me because obviously I knew there was something wrong with it. That's why the price was what it was. So it's burning coolant from what it appears, and it's also losing oil from what it appears. I put in a full one. Okay. Yeah, see, that's all 4 holes. So all 4 holes are full of oil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fill it completely up of oil and coolant, and I'm gonna see exactly what the vehicle does, because right now the coolant reservoir is completely empty. I'm guessing from last night when it burned all of it out and it went right out the tailpipe. So as you can see, it's completely empty in there. Okay. Now, to be fair, I don't know what it was beforehand. I don't know if it was always empty or not, because I never looked. I always just, come on, close. I never looked. I just go to the place and have them replace all the fluids, which I haven't done yet. So that's why it wasn't, it's on the list, but it wasn't high on the list, because that's usually what I do. I just have them replace all the fluids. Now, these headlights are really yellow and disgusting. And so obviously I went to the junkyard and I got those headlights, which is not really a high priority if the vehicle isn't running properly. So we're going to figure out all of those things first and then start doing the cosmetic stuff. And for the most part, the cosmetic stuff should be relatively easy to do. I went looking to see if I could find this handle, and every Escalade that was there, which was only 2, didn't have that piece. That piece was completely gone. So there's that. But these are the headlights I got that obviously you can see look way better than the ones that are on the truck. And I didn't want it to be perfect, if that makes sense. I don't want perfection because it is an old car. I just want to be able to see out of the headlights, basically. I just want to be able to see. So there's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to Walmart and go get the coolant and stuff like that. Coolant in the oil, pour it in, just let it run, see if that fixes any part of the problem that I'm currently having, and just able to like get it going along without having to worry about the fluids, because I want to see what it's doing. I want to see if it's burning oil. If it's burning oil, then by the time I check it later on, the oil will be gone again. If it is burning coolant, or there's some sort of coolant leak, I can figure that out, because when the car was running and I opened the hood, nothing. You don't see anything. You don't see it spilling out. You don't see any of that. It may be dripping onto the ground, but every time I roll the car, I don't see anything on the ground. So it's pretty decent mystery. But with the GMT 800 trucks, they don't usually have any issue that cripples the LS. Like, the engine's going to run regardless of what's going on. So that's why I really like these trucks, because they're really easy to fix and they're really easy to figure out what's wrong. However, if you don't take the time to figure it out, then you have an issue. But my thing is, if the truck runs funny, or if it runs rough, or if it idles rough, then, you know, you have a bad head gasket, you have something wrong. It's not that, because the truck runs for hours. It just drove for 3 hours last night with no problem. So that's not the problem. I'm going to do some more diagnosis based on somebody who actually knows the vehicle and see where exactly we end up, because my guess is the people that had it didn't have the money and the know-how to figure out how to get it to run correctly, because you don't just sell a platinum Escalade, especially for the low. He was clearly driving it because of all the receipts and everything that it had in it, and stuff like that, but I guess it became too much of a problem for him, so he thought, I'm gonna just let it go, let it be the next person's problem, which was really stupid on his part, because I always get my cars for the low and then fix what's wrong with them, put the money that I would have put into a newer car into the older one, and the older one ends up lasting a lot longer. The Suburban is proof of that. This is the same exact platform underneath. I fixed so many things wrong with this truck and then never had another problem for years. So if you fix it correctly, you won't have these problems. And that's why I can like skip ahead and get some of the cosmetic things. And it doesn't have any headlights in the front, and I don't know what's going on electrically up front, because, you know, the headlights flash and you know, things are not quite right. And for that to be the way that you see, I went ahead and skipped a few steps and went ahead and got the headlights, even though I probably should have waited. But I'm not going to put them on the car anytime soon. I'm just going to probably check out the bulbs and see if the bulbs still work, or, you know, what's going on with that. But I'm just literally collecting the parts right now. Just collecting the parts. Then I'm going to bring it to the swap shop or wherever, and they're going to put all of the parts on. But I'm going to make sure the mechanics of it is fine first. So the next couple of videos that you see of it is going to probably be me dropping it off to the mechanic and letting him look at it and figure out what is going wrong with it. But in order to do that, I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm definitely going to put the coolant and the oil inside the vehicle and make sure that it's in there. Make sure that it, you know, it's showing up on the dipstick. It showed up on the dipstick just for a moment there, but then didn't anytime else. So I put 4 quarts in there, and I'm going to put a whole gallon in there and see what happens. So I guess come with me to Walmart. So I put in the coolant. I put in the oil. It's been started twice, and let me go ahead and pop the hood, repop the hood and everything, so you guys can see. So let me show y'all what exactly I did. So this is full. Show y'all. If I can get it open. Hold on, set my water down. Which way did I twist this? I can't remember. I think it's this way. Yeah. Okay. So set my water down. Oh, you see? Yeah, there's definitely a leak because it was full to the top. So I'm not sure where it's leaking from, but that was full. That was completely full just now. So that means that there is an active leak, although see, this is the dirty water from me washing it just now. Because it was full to the top and literally 10 minutes later it's not, that proves that there is in fact a leak. Where the leak is, see, I see some wet parts. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I see some wet parts down here. Oh, that's not wet. It just looks wet. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe when I turned it on, it goes into, the coolant goes to where it's supposed to go, so it doesn't stay right at the top. That's a possibility as well. But let me go ahead and put the rest of the water in, because this is a mixture. It's a coolant and water mixture. And well, not mixture, but you have to add water, and this in here is water because the actual coolant is already in the thing. Maybe when it settles it goes down. Maybe that's what it could be, because I'm not seeing a visible leak unless I'm missing it. But I'm gonna go underneath after I'm finished pouring this, and I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna start the car. I'm gonna start the car, and I'm gonna let it sit. See, it's going down. Okay. So where it's going down, oh, see, look, it's leaking somewhere, unless that's what I just spilled. Oh, wait a minute, I think that's what I just spilled. Oh, no, maybe that's not what I just spilled. Does that look like water? I think so. Hold on, because that was was a lot. Yeah, that's water. And the fill line is here. But if you can see, I don't know if it's gonna focus or not. There is some water residue down there. Now, doesn't look like see, and there's the water right there. So it's holding it, but perhaps when it gets turned on, it's a different story. This is why I wanted to test this stuff out for myself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this jug back up with water just in case. And because I'm going down the road, I want to see what it does. By the time I make it to my location, if it is empty or low again, then there's something wrong. Then that's how I know it's leaking. It's the coolant that's leaking. All right, guys. So I'm going down the road in this lane, and we'll just have to wait and see and figure out what's what. Oh, hold on. I gotta get one more thing before I pull off. We'll have to figure out what's what with the coolant and the oil. The oil, that was weird, but I think with the coolant acting funny, I think it's causing the oil to do something funny too, because there might be a hole in the hose. I think it might be the hose, because I had the same issue with the Suburban, and that's how I know that when the Suburban started overheating, it was like $120 fix, because it was the hose that had a hole in it that needed to be replaced. And so far all the forums are saying the exact same thing. A head gasket problem, that doesn't sound right, because the car wouldn't be running well enough to even be driven. It would be idling rough and all types of stuff, and it's not doing any of that. So we'll have to figure it out. But I'm pretty sure once I drop this off to my mechanic next week, I'm gonna wait a little while because I want to like try and diagnose it myself. Then I'll know. But while I'm doing my first week at the job, at my new job, won't really be having time to figure out the car stuff, because I'll be too busy working and starting my new job. So the truck is just going to be at the mechanic while he figures it out, because that's his job. But I guess that's a little cheating as far as restoration is concerned, because I'm not really doing the physical work. But I never said I was going to do the physical work. I just am going to restore the vehicle the best way I know how, and with trusted mechanics' help, then yeah. But I'm gonna get the story and figure out what was going on, what's what. Okay. All right, guys. So I got to where I was going, and this is really interesting. So I turned the car on. I started driving. I drove like maybe 15-20 minutes. No issue at all. It didn't overheat. The temperature gauge didn't do one of those jump numbers. It didn't do none of that. So clearly, maybe it just needed time to settle in the tank and it went down from the top. That's probably what happened. Because I poured a whole brand new jug in there, and it's clearly not leaking anywhere, and it couldn't have burned it if it was only on for, I don't know, a minute when I backed it up to the driveway so I could wash the truck. So as of right now, it's not doing what it was doing last night. It could have been because it was empty and I just didn't know it was empty, because when I bought it, he goes, oh, well, you got to change the fluids and blah blah blah, and obviously everybody changes the fluids. when you buy a car. But my thing is, I didn't know that there was none in there. Like, he didn't say it's completely empty, like we flushed everything. So had he said that, I would have been more concerned. I would have went to go do it right then, and I wouldn't have driven nowhere far. I wouldn't even have thought to do that trip yesterday without changing out the fluids. But my thing is, I didn't know that there was an issue. So when I went to go look inside the compartment, then I discovered that the coolant was completely empty, the oil was completely empty, and so obviously I rectified that by pouring, a whole bunch new fluids in, and the engine is not showing that there's an engine code. There is no check engine light. There's none of that. There's no light. The only light on the dash is the airbag light. Now, the airbag light, that's an interesting one, because maybe the vehicle was in a prior accident that I'm unaware of, because I just tried to hit the horn to get somebody's attention and the horn doesn't work. So that's an indication that the airbags did deploy at some point. And I'm guessing that they just, either they deployed, or in the process of them swapping out the electronics inside the vehicle, the radio, when they disconnected everything, it also messes with the steering wheel controls. So there's parts of the steering wheel that don't work. And the horn is one of those components. So in any case, the that obviously has to get looked at. But I'm fixing to pull up to the swap shop to figure out what they did and to see if I can get those heated and cooled cup holders working again, because they're clearly unplugged, like I had showed you guys. I believe they tried to do some sort of pimp my ride thing that just went totally wrong. And then they put back in all the factory stuff. But, people are going to be stupid and do stuff like that. Why would anybody touch the electronics of a Platinum Escalade? I'll never understand why you can't just ride it as is. People just want more, and they want better, and they want all these things, and they end up fucking things over in the grand scheme of things. But in any case, these are the things of restoration that I like to do. So I'm here with my friend right now, and I'm gonna see if we can go over there to the swap shop and to the tire place, so I can ask them how to fix the tire that's in the back, that's the original tire, and then ask the swap shop a few questions about editing stuff. So I'm not sure if I'll show you guys that, but we'll see. Look at this nigga. Nigga, pretty nigga. Bruh. That's mine right there, y'all. This is mine right here. Look. Slurping. That's how he slurped me. Oh, did that work? Did that work, yeah. Let's put that work in, gang.
Fuck off, pussy. I'll get you fucking.
Alright, guys. If you know, you know. I'm going to the swap shop. Pulling into this bitch now. Y'all know what the tea is. Look, somebody coming to get their car tinted. That's a new car right in front of us. See, if you know, you know. Tax season, people got money to burn. And this is where I come all the time. This is how the Suburban got to looking so pretty. I spent more than $4,000 to do that, and I'm about to do the same thing to this one. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Alright guys, so the Escalade is getting tinted. Getting tinted. If you know, you know. We had swap shop. Same place 300 got tinted. It's getting done, y'all. So far, they doing the back window. That's all they've done so far, I think. Alright, y'all. As you can see, she's about done. She tinted dark. She tinted dark like a motherfucker dark. Ooh, you won't be able to see me. So the only thing left I got to do is this window trim. This window trim. And the fog lights. That's about it. My truck running? Oh, my truck is running. It's so quiet. I couldn't hardly hear it. But the fog lights, I couldn't find fog lights at the junkyard. But I got the headlight replacements and stuff. So other than that, that's about it. And if you know, you know. I'm at Dr. Tint World over here at the swap shop. Best place to go to get anything done. 300 was here. Every car I bring here, they do all my transformations. Chrysler 300, that shit turned out flawless. So anybody who saw the Chrysler 300 video, you would see that it was in the same exact spot. That's kind of ironic that it's being tinted in the same exact spot as the 300 was. But in any case, they did that. They did the Suburban radio. They did the Saturn Outlook when I had the Saturn Outlook way back, like 10 years ago. That was a long ass time ago. But I'll probably be getting another Traverse or a Buick Enclave. I can't say which one right now because, you know, my mind changed with the wind. But I'm going to get one of them platform trucks again. I love the little $35 for a full tank situation versus $120 to fill my trucks up. That's a lot of money that can come out of my pocket. But when you ride a big body, it's just part of the game. So yeah, so I did that, and yeah, that's the only two things I need: the window trim, and I need to find the fog lights. And once I do that, the exterior is a wrap until it's time to actually wrap it. And then we'll go from there. I got a consultation to wrap it in Tampa, Florida. I believe he's in Tampa. So I'm going to drive up there to Tampa so he can see the truck. And he going to walk around it, tell me what he needs to do, whether he needs to sand off some of that old paint or whatever he needs to do to be able to wrap it. That's what's going to happen. They did that, y'all. They did the back window too. They did the back window, look fresh. They did that. My lunch day, y'all. That's mine right there.
I ain't trying to be a big bag on some. I'm trying to act cute. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna get the fuck out of this.
Bruh, he a big bag. He just he a big bag in disguise. Okay, big bag in disguise. Okay. It's just so applause. Alright guys, so this is how we're gonna end off the video. It's nighttime. That's how she's looking at night. Let's see if I can back up. Okay, that's how she's looking at night with the new tint. Now I didn't do the windshield. Not this time anyway. But if it bothers me that much, I'll go ahead and do it. But as you can see, that's how she looking at night, y'all. That's how she looking. Black the fuck out. She look damn good. That back window too. She look good as a fuck. Shit. LED tail lights. See, now the lights went on. Now you can really see her. Damn. The only place you'll be able to see through is that windshield. That windshield. That windshield. Yeah, you can see too much through that windshield. So I'm gonna have to tint that out. Because the Suburban is black, 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 black out. And even the windshield, Suburban is right over here. So, Suburban look damn good. Blacked out as a motherfucker. I got that sticker coming. I got that sticker about to go on today. Suburban blacked out as a motherfucker. And that windshield, see how you can't see the steering wheel? You can't see nothing. Suburban is blacked out. See, you can't see a motherfucker, man. And that's how I want it. Yeah. Well, all right, guys. That's gonna do it for this one. Hit the like button. Comment down below what you think. Share with your friends, share on social media platforms, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, hit all so you guys get notified every time I upload a new video. And as I always say, guys, stay perfectly imperfect. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.